In its purest form, the element tungsten is a shiny silvery white metal. Global demand for tungsten is closely tied to industrialization, with notable surges occurring during the Second World War. Tungsten mines operating throughout the western United States played a critical role in America's ability to keep the assembly lines moving and deliver supplies to the Allies. Tungsten, a strategic industrial metal with extraordinary properties. It's able to withstand extreme heat, has exceptional hardness, electric and thermal conductivity, chemical stability, and is an extremely dense metal. The global tungsten market is worth about $3 billion a year and was one of the best performing commodities of 2011, gaining 35%. The US consumes close to $1 billion worth of tungsten, or approximately a third of the global market. In 2011, approximately 72,000 tons of tungsten were produced worldwide. Approximately 60% was used to create cemented carbides, or hard metals. Cemented carbide's main component is a tungsten alloy, or tungsten monocarbide. With a hardness close to that of a diamond, hard metals or cemented carbides are used in countless manufacturing and processing applications. Cemented carbides are the wear-resistant tools or lifeblood of many industries, such as construction, engineering, mining, and oil and gas. Global demand for tungsten is growing at approximately 6% per year as innovative technology continually develops new uses for the mineral. Prices are being forecast to increase as stockpiles held by the US and Russian governments dwindle. Over the last half a century, tungsten mines shifted overseas, where better economics and larger deposits prevailed. China now leads the world in terms of tungsten resources and reserves. For years, Chinese tungsten producers flooded the markets, driving down the price of the commodity, making it difficult for smaller producers elsewhere in the world to compete. Little exploration for new sources has occurred. For the past 20 years, China's domestic demand for tungsten increased as the nation continued to develop its manufacturing sectors while undergoing an extensive industrialization process. Since 2008, the Chinese have consumed more tungsten than they have exported. They are now the world's largest tungsten consumer. In an effort to meet this increasing domestic demand and conserve its own resources, the Chinese government implemented regulations for the tungsten industry, restricting foreign investment and the sales of ammonium paratungstate, the main downstream form by which tungsten is sold. As the market adapted to the new restrictions, APT prices shot up from $50 per metric ton units in 2002 to an average US free market price of $370 per MTU in 2011. Jennings Capital Inc. is projecting APT prices to increase to well over $450 per MTU in the next 4 years. US Tungsten is a company focused on exploration and development of historically productive tungsten-bearing properties throughout the United States. We have already achieved interest in claims within the US's historic tungsten belt. In fact, the Calvert project, our flagship property, is located in Beaverhead County, southwest Montana. This 10,600-acre property was originally mined in the 1950s and includes the open-pit Calvert mine. Our company's mandate is aimed at identifying those targets, offering a fast track to production, excellent infrastructure, and favorable economics. Over its operational lifetime, the Calvert mine produced approximately 2.5 million pounds of tungsten grading 1.1%. As the Calvert mine has never been thoroughly explored or mined, considerable ore could remain. According to a 1967 report, 128,000 tons proven at 1.1% tungsten trioxide and 218,000 tons possible at 1.1% tungsten trioxide remain in the open pit. At least 6 zones with the potential for additional tungsten resources have been identified. Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway IMC International Metalworking recently employed a strategy similar to US Tungsten's. They invested $80 million into a dormant South Korean tungsten mine, banking on this previous producer's ability to be fast-tracked into production. In addition to the Calvert project, US Tungsten has already claimed other prospective projects within Montana. US Tungsten is positioning itself to be a forerunner in the domestic tungsten resurgence about to occur within the US. Now might be the time to add US Tungsten to your portfolio. With the demand and price for this strategic metal projected to continually increase, early investors will have the greatest exposure to potential market gains. U.S. Tungsten's strategic exploration plans ensure it is well positioned to take advantage of the ongoing developments within the tungsten space. U.S. Tungsten, helping America find secure domestic tungsten sources. Tungsten, a strategic mineral for the 21st century. U.S. Tungsten, strategic options for investment growth.